And quickly, this email. Dear Jim, I was one of those guys that did not put much thought into the Woodscope. As I started to listen this past Friday night, my gut was telling me why. Twelvewood was stumbling, rambling, cajoling, basically seemed very unprepared. Let me stop right there. You mean exactly the way he was described by Lef is part of that 9-minute video. Essentially, completely ill-prepared. This guy goes on. But for some reason, when you called the show, he righted the ship. Not only did he seem like he was doing this for many years, but you stayed on for much longer than I'm sure anybody expected. In my eyes, you and Twelvewood have gained many respect points. Thank you for reaching down to the little guy. I will now watch Woodscopes every Friday. I will even try to call in with a take that doesn't suck. Will in NoCal. All right, then. My man 12 handled his business. He got it done. He was a little nervous to start. And by a little nervous to start, he was puking all over himself. But he did right the ship. He handled his business. He did a really nice job. He did a really nice job, and I had a really nice time. I'll have that for you a little bit later on. Did you check that out? It's not too late. By the way, there's a replay up. Check out the link that he tweeted. Check out the link that I tweeted. And I think you might be surprised by what you hear from both of us. I'll have that for you a little bit later on. Friday night with my long-awaited appearance on the Woodscopes. I mean, maybe that's pushing it. Maybe it wasn't long-awaited. Let's just say it was long pursued by Twelvewood. He had been doing this show for a year, and literally since he started doing that program, he's been trying to get me to come on the program for a year. Now, what Woodscopes is, it's a clone periscope show hosted by Twelvewood on Friday nights. And they've been trying to run me down for about a year now. And I always said that I would do it. And I always meant that I would do it. I knew that I would do it. I just didn't know when I would do it. And then all of a sudden they hit me with this 9-minute video that was so bad and so sorry and so pathetic and so desperate and so confusing and so disconcerting and so disturbing that I actually agreed to do the program just so I would never, ever be subjected to anything like that ever again. So, Friday night, Showtime rolls. Showtime rolls. Twelvewood hits the air live. And the numbers are a little better than I expected. I mean, I dropped in and out of the program before. My expectation was that maybe 15 people would show up for this thing. Maybe 15. And then I jump on, and there were about 500 live viewers. Not bad, Wood. I'm not exactly a jungle tour stop, but not bad for a Friday night scope. Now, to say this kid was nervous would be the understatement of 2018. He would tell you that himself. Check out how this interview starts.
Hello?
Wood.
Is this Jim Rome?
Is this Twelvewood?
It is, dude. I gotta hit. Hold on. I gotta hit Do Not Disturb on my other phone. People are calling me. It is on Do Not Disturb.
You gotta pull this together, Wood.
Tell me about
it. Because here we are. Here the bleep we are.
Here the bleep we are. Dude, how you doing tonight?
I'm great. How you doing?
A little nervous, but
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, no, I know. It's not that I'm just talking to you. The phone that I'm using for the camera for the first time ever is not working the way I like it to. And there's a lot more people than I'm used to.
No, dude, this is going much worse than even I thought it would. I think that Lep nailed it. You are one ill-prepared dude. Come on, man.
I know. Can we start all over? Dude, can I just go into the questions? Let's just... All right.
Dude, breathe through it.
Hey, are you
You got like a brown paper bag you can breathe into? Can you do a shot or something? Take some of the edge off?
Do you guys have a brown paper bag over there?
Hey, Wood, it's just me, bro. It's just me. You've been listening to me every single day for how long? You hear my voice 3 hours every single day. Just because I'm calling you from my personal cell on a Friday night from my home office to have a candid interview on a fan show that you host does not make that any different than any other day. Come on, man. Now, truthfully, the Woodscopes was a blast. We chopped it up for nearly a half an hour. I enjoyed every second of it. Honestly, I am so happy that he went at me as hard as he did to do it, because I said Friday night, and I'll say it again right now, I should have done that much sooner. I always knew that I would, but I should have done it much sooner. And I've seen your reaction to it if you've heard it, and I'm glad that you all enjoyed it too. And the part that I'm getting the most feedback about is when 12 asked me about my father. And then the thinking was I opened up in a way that I really haven't before on this show. So if you want to check that out and you want to hear it in its entirety, I would encourage you to do so. Follow the link on my Twitter page or on Twelvewood's Twitter page. It's up right now. Right now it's up to about 14,000 views. So again, 12, nice job. That was a ton of fun. Good job, bro. Thanks for having me on. It lived up to all the hype. I had a blast. Ron in Oakland. My man's been on hold for a long time. Ron, appreciate the patience. Thank you very much. Nice to have you on.
You're always telling us that we never really know these guys. But, Jim, we know you. I watched Twelvewood and listened to you, and you bailed him out early on. And then you started talking about the culture that has grown up around the show. And yes, you've got geniuses, you've got idiots, you've got people who've done well, you've got clone stock, you've got smack off watch parties. What the heck? You had 20 legends come in to make the show better. Terrence even came back from the dead. There's a reason why this happens, Jim. The fact of the matter is, it's you. You have a moral compass that we all admire. You are a very good dude. The reason that the whole culture exists that you seem to be surprised about is you have inspired it. You created it. You are a very good dude. Out.
I appreciate you, Ron. Thanks so much. That was nice. Adam Hawk told me that Ron in Oakland told him he's 75. That guy's 75. Did not sound 75 to me. And I appreciate that. Hey, listen, Ron, I actually am surprised by it. I am surprised. I'm surprised by all of it. I don't want to give too much of this up. Listen to the conversation I had with Twelvewood, because he got me into some things that I generally do not talk about on this program. And all the questions that he posed to me came from listeners and himself. It's a really good conversation. I think you'll like it. So look for that. Again, it's on my Twitter feed. It's on his Twitter feed. And there is a replay up. More than 14,000 people have watched it. And it's he and I for about a half hour. Let's go to Fall City next. Liz, War of the Lady Clones. Hey, Liz, how are you?
Hey, Jim. I'm great. How are you?
I am super. Awesome. Having a great day.
I'm going to try to get through this without going all Jeff and San Antonio on you. On behalf of all the clones, thank you for being on the Woodscopes Friday night. I have no shame in you glossing me the Woodscopes honk, because I am, and I'll tell you why. These guys, Twelvewood and 512 Lumber, his brother, are salt of the earth. The two nicest, most decent guys anyone could meet. Their enthusiasm for the show and everything in general is infectious. On their show, they've never been discriminative on who is a guest, whether it's a clone who's only tweeted once or a smack-off caller. They welcome everyone and treat them with kindness, dignity, and respect. Now let's talk about you, Romy. You are our legend. If there was ever a time I felt the jungle was a family, was when you were there with us. This community is so strong, and we all support each other, and it's all because of you. And on Friday night, you were so gracious, relaxed, funny, raw, and I think I held my breath the entire interview. You gave us your time, and it will never be forgotten. One day, we will get you in that Radio Hall of Fame, but for now, you're in the Hall of Fame of our hearts and souls. So now this. Let me get to some wars. War Skeletor, Jerry, running on the field after yesterday's loss to offer Jason Garrett a 5-year extension because the Cowboys, our philosophy is failure is the only option. War Tiger winning his first major this weekend. Yeah, baby. Warrior new RPO podcast dropping today. And as always, War you on the Woodscopes Friday. See you next year. Love you, man. I'm out.
You're the best, Liz. Thanks so much. I can say this, Tiger's not going to win a major this weekend. I promise you that. However, that was a really nice call. Liz, you almost choked me up in that call. Yeah, this, Bubba, this, rapping game, that was really nice. Again, you want to check that out. The Woodscopes, is a clone scope hosted by Twelvewood and his bro, and they've done it for about a year. And essentially what they do is they talk about the program. They love the program and the culture of the program, and they talk about the program, and they invite people in, and they've booked it really, really well. They've had some big-time guests. And they book their guests, and they have clones come in, and they talk about the show. And I came on. It was really fun, really nice. And I appreciate both those calls so much. Quickly, hey, look, as long as we're feeling so good about ourselves and our family, what the hell? Parody Larry, you're next. Lawrence, go ahead.
Thank you, Jim, for giving me a divine. So yesterday was an awesome day in Green Bay, and my AKA Aaron, Mr. Rogers, wants to tell you what went down in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the Woodscopes, a beautiful day for a beatdown. My knee is fine. The Bears will be mine. What a fabulous day for a clone stock. Mike and Caleb and Tyler will get cross magic.
That's not a good call. No. You don't like that call. I don't like that.
Don't you ever disrespect Mr. Rogers like that ever again, Larry. A Mr. Rogers parody. Parody Larry. With a Fred Rogers parody. Let's keep it up. One last call, or maybe more. Fabian in Los Angeles. Fabian, what's up?
What's going on, Romy?
What's up, bro?
Not a whole lot, man. Just, you caught me off guard like always, right? But look, this is a problem right here. On Friday, right? I tried to catch you on the scope, right? And the thing was that I guess the Twitter feed, I don't know if it was too many people watching or something, but it kept like stopping and pausing, and so I had no other option but to just cut it off. And then I went and downloaded the Periscope one, but even then, it kept cutting off though. But I wanted to give you props for handling it, doing it, clones, homeboy, Wood, I apologize. I would have been part of that little video because he asked me if I could do a little video, but I never got around to it, bro. And I swear to God, it would have been entertaining, dude. And also, it sounds kind of bad, but man, I wish if I would have you like for 5 minutes, homie, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I would interview the ever-loving blah out of you, bro. You know what I mean? Like nickname, what's your nickname, homie? I'm going to leave before you run me, right? But, yeah, give me that. Well, what the hell would they call you when you're a youngster? You have to have a nickname here and there, right? So what they call you, not Romy. They call you some other thing, Anyways, gotta go because I'm talking to myself. I'm a clown for life. I'm not going to tat that on me, but I'm a clown for life. All right, see you later, my amigo.
Fabian, you made it to the end of the phone call. Neep! I love it when Fabian calls me and says, hey, Romy, man, you always catch me off guard. How'd I catch you off guard? You called the program.
Okay.
I appreciate it, though. Okay?